Forza ragazzi, ci siamo. Passion is cooking. Anita, Dario. Ciao ciao.
Hi everyone, it's Anita and Dario with Passion's Cooking, and today we're doing a video to showcase how you can make your own yeast. Right now, people are going crazy about bread making, they are looking at pasta making, they've got time at home to create, and sometimes the stores are not having it available that we've run into. So we're going to do a quick little video. Again, we're Passion's Cooking. We've got some great tools and resources, so come on over and subscribe. Come to our website. Come subscribe here on Passion's Cooking with our Fridge Feast series and all our other videos that we've got great recipes for you to be able to share during this time. And we also have our meal planner and grocery list, which has been really, really helpful for us and people that we know to really plan your meals, think in advance, buy the right groceries, don't waste buying things that you can't use, and utilize what's in your fridge. So today we are going to make some yeast.
Simple yeast. Simple. So we need a fermentation always. This is a recipe that I just discovered, and we've been playing around a little bit and making kind of our own bread. You go to the store, sometimes there is no bread whatsoever, and we don't need necessarily a lot of bread, but we like it once in a while. So and it's actually very therapeutic, making bread, making pasta. Making things. I think it's great therapy. Okay, so this is a simple recipe. Okay, 3 elements to make your yeast. So I got a little fireball like this. So what I'm gonna put 1.5 teaspoon of sugar. Okay,
We only have many teaspoons and tablespoons here, but
many. So here we're gonna have 1.5 tablespoon of flour, baking flour, 00 flour,
all-purpose flour.
All-purpose flour. It's fine. I mean, any type of flour. You know, I like 00 because it's a little bit more high in gluten. This one, it's super fine. It's great for bread. It's great flour to make. It's actually great flour to make pasta, to make pizza dough. It's super fine. Okay, and then we have our beer. So here I got 150 ml of beer. Okay,
Which is around half a cup, right?
around that, yeah. So we're gonna put it right in, and then we're gonna use a whisk. And look at that. I'm gonna move this one, and we're gonna do. See the frothiness? We're creating a frothiness. I have this beautiful little whisk that actually Anita has, and I love it. But look at that. So what we do, we want to break all the lumps of the flour, okay?
Now, you know, one of those little tiny frothers, little hand mixers and stuff, that would be handy for this right now too, if you want it or you have, right?
Yeah. So here we go. So we're gonna cook that. So what's gonna happen here? What's gonna happen is, with the time, we're gonna show. I don't know if you guys can see it like that. So what you're gonna see is eventually. So we're gonna keep it at room temperature overnight, and so where we say probably beside the stove will be the best spot to do it.
And remember, we covered it.
Just gently cover, poke some holes so there is a little oxygen.
Okay.
And then what's happening is you're gonna see a separation. So the liquid will come to surface, and then the solid will stay down there. The solid part is gonna be all the fermenting part, and it's gonna stay down there. And the liquid up top. What you can use it. You can keep it on the side to make soups. If you want to make a stew, if you want to make anything you want it. Okay? And then what you're obtaining is this very thick liquid, okay, gumminess. Then it will be your yeast, which we're going to be using for making pizza or making. So we're actually playing around with this, but there's an actual yeast when you're making. There is beer yeast. Then you use. So what we do, we're gonna test it. We're gonna make it, and
We got more videos to come on what we'll be doing. We've done some with some beer before when we did the pizza dough up here at Medley Food and Drink.
They give us exactly. So they give us some of the hops, so some of the ferment, and then we use some.
Fun to experiment.
So the most important thing that I forgot to say is you need to make sure that the beer it's not cold. It has to be room temperature. Everything needs to be at room temperature.
That's an important one.
Because you know what, we learned that lesson when we were using that beer for developing that pizza recipe, and it wasn't working. And it wasn't working.
So we're not keeping this in the fridge.
No, we're gonna keep it. Well, no, after we can keep it in the fridge. After the fermented, we can keep it in the fridge. But what happened is when you're creating the actual dough.
So for this.
Yeah, you want to make sure that it stays at room temperature. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, so we've done some gluten-free bread. We've experimented with different things that we've had. This is a non-kneading type bread, which we're going to show them later.
Yeah. So I mean, this is again, you know, what we do. We kind of, and again, this is a more of a dense bread. It's not gluten. There is no machine involved here. So this is a simple recipe. It's made with multigrain bread and gluten-free multigrain flour and caraway seeds and fennel.
And we put some flax seeds in it.
And we put some flax seeds. So what we do, we bake maybe 4 or 5 loaves, and then we slice it. We put in these little Ziploc bags, and what we do, we label it. Okay, so we say gluten-free multigrain bread. The time we made it was March 21st. Label in the freezer, and then you make sure you take all the air out. Okay, in the freezer. Slice. So if you want to make a toast, we just take it out of the freezer, and we have our fancy toaster over there. Then we can use whatever we want. What we did with the same recipe, actually, we also create a more of a sweet kind of a recipe, still using multigrain kind of flour, but adding some nuts, adding some sweetness, some raisins, some dry cranberry, some dates, whatever you want. So for your morning breakfast, if you want to toast your bread, and then actually it's phenomenal with cheese. You know, like if you have a piece of cheese or goat cheese after you have your dinner with a glass of wine, you can toast up bread, you spread your cheese on it, some jams, and
Bob's your uncle.
Bob is your uncle. My uncle is Luigi.
So just an idea on how to make yeast. We have our fridge series that talks about how to cook with what you have in the fridge. That's right. In the pantry, thinking out of the box. Come on over. We've got tons of other recipes. We have our International Dinner Club, which is a club that people are doing an experience for different countries of the world. Yeah. This month that we're in right now is Spain. So people are doing it with their families and whoever they're quarantined with. So that's available as well. And we just want to share some recipes. So love to hear what you have to say. Put some comments below. Come on over and subscribe. And we're going to say Chef Dario and Anita, Pasha's Cooking. Ciao for now.
Happy cooking. Ciao, everybody.